We had this discussion previously about football fans. You know, everybody says they're football fans because they like certain teams. Being a guy who's the operations director at a club, if I'm going to ask you who's your fan, who are you a fan of, you would naturally say Central FC. Naturally. So that's his team. But if you had to choose another team before you were part of the Central FC organization, did you have a fan, were you a fan of a team before?
Well, okay.
Outside England, of course.
Growing up as a young man, my mum comes from Liverpool, so as a boy I used to support Liverpool because that was in the blood.
Yeah.
Once I got old enough to go and watch games, I went to see my local team, which was Gillingham. Very tiny team, very rubbish, but we would go every week. And that really is how I believe football should be. You can have your Barcelonas or your Real Madrids or your AC Milans, but you can't go and see them every week. So you need to have a secondary team that you can go and watch, because live football is different than watching it on the telly. It's quite simple. You see more, you feel more, it's more exciting if you're involved, because you actually have an investment in the team winning, and you're right there, they can hear you. So you can shout what you like at Balotelli and them people, they can't hear you. When you go and watch a live football game, they can hear you. And the more you shout, the more the team is lifted, and the more chance you have of winning. So certainly support your big teams, your Barcelonas and your Man Uniteds, but go and watch your local team. And if you come from Central, that's Central FC. And I feel that's the way I brought my son up, and my son can support any team he likes, to be a season ticket holder at Gillingham. That's where he's what I would call a true football fan.
Yes.
He goes and puts his bum on the seat every week. And in Trinidad you have a huge advantage because it's always nice. Even when it rains, it's nice.
Yes.
So there's no freezing cold weather, or it's not difficult to get to any stadium. If, like Atto Bolden, people say you can't get there because of travelling. Well, talk to a friend who's got a car. Pay for him to come in. Give him $20 and say, I'll pay for you to come in. You take me to the game. That's what you need to do. You need to start getting people in and supporting, not just because of the local football team, but because tonight we're going to see our national players on display. You're going to see Jan Michael Williams, Attila Guerra, Leston Paul. Who else are you going to see? What national team players?
Sean De Silva got a cap. One of my favourite players.
Well, Sean De Silva was pushing for it. KG Gabe was pushing for the national team. Darren Mitchell was pushing. And that's without the North East Stars players. So if you really are a Trinidad and Tobago supporter, come and support them at this level, because that's what they need to support, because we're paying them the wages to keep them here. So I do get passionate about it, but come to a game, make a noise. It's not a library. You're allowed to shout. You're allowed to let go of your stresses. Don't shout at the man in the car who gives you a bad drive. Come here and shout at the players.
The opposition players.
The opposition players.
But actually, following up on what you said, like culturally from England, this is where you always see, this is how good Central FC treats people.
You have to do this with Brent Sancho, so this is just a habit.
Oh, okay. Well, Brent. I'll deal with Brent later. I'll do that for Brent later. But following up on what you said, like culturally from England, you were from the Liverpool area. So in Trinidad, I think people have the luxury of sitting and picking and choosing the best team. And maybe there's a gap, they don't understand the cultural. If you're from Central, that's your team. And I think that's something we need to learn. Is this something you agree with? That Trinidad still need to learn or accept or embrace that sort of thinking?
I think obviously the attachment that people have to school football is different than anywhere else in the world. You don't see that anywhere. I've been to a few different countries, I've never seen that. So you have the attachment to your school team, which is fine, but it is boys football at the end of the day. As talented as some of them are, it is boys football. So you need to take that next step now and get the attachment to your local club. And yes, obviously if you're from Central, it's Central. If you're from North East, it's North East Stars. But nowhere is too far away in this country. So even if you're living in Port of Spain, you can support Central. If you're living in Safari, you can support Central. So there is really no excuse. You support the team that takes to your liking, and obviously we would hope that would be Central FC.
Well, I know it is a big game tonight, and we have lots to do. Being the guy who does everything at Central FC. Everything. So, thanks for having you, Mr. Harrison.
Thank you very much.
This was Citizens Cup. And we hope Central FC has a good game tonight.
It's a victory.